Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic review. So, right before I went to film this, I saw on Twitter that UFOs were trending. UFOs are trending. Unidentified flying objects, flying saucers, perhaps people from outer space. I don't know. What's your take? What's your take on this? I want some feedback. Comments below. I want to know who's watching. Are you guys big believers in UFOs? I mean, I know the truth is out there, and Scully and Mulder will get to the bottom of it, I'm sure, one day. I don't know. I guess there's two sides, right? There's two parties. There's UFOs like, yes, I believe there's aliens. Right? I believe in aliens from other planets are visiting our planet to kind of like scope us out. Or I guess the other side of that argument would be, yes, I believe in UFOs, but I believe they're government-made aircraft that we don't know anything about, right? They could be like top secret aircraft that the military makes. That's possible, I guess. I don't know. I'm curious. You guys that are into magic. Are you also into UFOs? Today we're going to look at the birthday deck from Liam Montier. Seems appropriate as just had my birthday last week. It was interesting. It was interesting. It involved a car crashing into a building. Not mine, but it did. So I think that birthday is one for the record books, right? The birthday deck from Liam Montier, Big Blind Media. You can find this deck for $25 at your favorite place that sells magic, or of course, bigblindmedia.com. What are you going to get with this? So let's say you pay your 25 bucks. What do you get? It's a deck. It's a deck and a deck only. There's nothing else to it, okay? So to tell you about the trick, you come out with your deck of cards. Let's say it's a blue back deck. Mine's blue backed, blue tuck case. And you talk about how playing cards are actually older than tarot cards. And originally, their roles were reversed. People used to play games with tarot cards, and they used to tell fortunes with playing cards. That's actually true. I didn't make that up. So you say, all right, let's do a little cardomancy, right? Let's do some card reading. Can I have your birthday? And they say, oh, it's May 5th. Okay, all right, May 5th. And you take your cards, and you just deal down to the table face up. So you deal 5 cards for May, 5 cards for 5. Right? And then you show the 2 cards that are up, or whatever number, whatever month. It's going to work for every day and month of the year, okay? Then you look at those 2 cards, whatever ones are face up, and you just use those as a way to give a really quick rating for the spectator. It's something that Liam has a really simple system for. He'll teach you his system. It's actually kind of fun. And it's just, you know, it's a little bit of fluff, right? A little bit of nonsense right there. And you could say, you know, does that mean anything to you? They say no. You say, oh, that's interesting. And you pick those 2 cards up and you show them to the spectator, and then you turn them over, and on the back, one card says May, the other card says 5, and the backs are red. And you spread through the entire deck, and they can see that every single card back is blue with no writing. Those are the only 2 red cards in the deck. Pretty cool. All right, so some questions about this trick. Is it what I thought? Yes, it is what I thought. It's very similar to color changing decks that are gimmicked. It's very similar to gimmicked Triumph decks as well. So I kind of figured it would be something like that, and it was. So that said, can it be inspected? Absolutely not, because it is a gimmicked deck. If they were to hold the deck, they would find the gimmick right away. But angles-wise, really good. Angles-wise, everything's great. You really shouldn't flash. All the magic takes place facing you. Yeah, I think, you know, there's no angles to it. As far as the overall quality and production value of the video, you're going to get 4 files. Okay, you're going to get 4 download files. Each file's about, I'd say, 3 minutes to 6 minutes a piece. You're going to get files for all the different aspects of the trick. So performance, explanation, crediting, and alternate handling. And it's going to be Liam Montier. He's in the Big Blind Media library. Everything's well mic'd, well shot. You're going to get multiple camera angles. Like I said, he's going to give you a very simple way to do a card reading. He's going to walk you through how to set up the deck. and how to perform the deck. And in the alternate handling section, he'll give you some extra sleights and some extra cheats should you wish. Is it well made? Like I said, it's just a deck of cards. It's comprised of standard cards, regular everyday cards, and gimmicks. So it's a little bit of both. As far as the writing goes, you have to do that. So all the writing has to be done in your handwriting. So just be careful, go slow, don't make a mistake. You're using Sharpie, right? It's permanent. So I guess that would also mean it would work in your own language. So you could make numbers and months in your own language, and that would work as well. Pocket space, it's only a deck, right? There's nothing to add, nothing to take away, but it is a one-hit wonder, right? So you're gonna carry this deck, it's only gonna do the birthday trick and nothing else. How much practice does it require? It's virtually self-working, There's one bit of finagling that you need to do, but in the alternate handling section, Liam will teach you some ways to do that. You gotta keep the deck in a deck stack. And he'll even teach you a really simple false shuffle, a really simple false cut that you could do for that. And then there's just a double lift, double turnover that's your hardest move. Positives, all right, so what are the positives? Like I said, it's a fun trick, it's an easy trick, and it's a trick that's gonna pull people in very easily because the premise is something that they understand. You don't need to explain it to them. What is your birthday, right? They get that, and because it's their birthday, and we all like our birthdays, right? Who doesn't love their birthday? It pulls them in with that. So you want to tell me something that's unique about me and about my birthday? I'm listening, right? Negatives. The negative to this is, it is very simple. It is very simple. And Liam even credits a trick from Cameron Francis as his inspiration, which is interesting because when I first saw this trick, I said to myself, this looks exactly like a Cameron Francis trick. And when he told me which trick he was inspired from, I was like, not that one. So there's actually a trick that I have from Cameron Francis called Fixed Fate. Now in Fixed Fate, it's an all blue deck. The spectator gives out a number and a card, and you deal 2 of the cards and you find a card. And when you turn that card over, it's also red, and it has the number that spectator called out. And you can show all the other cards are blue backed, there's no other reds, there's no other numbers. And while it's true that Fixed Fate only has 1 red card and that one has 2, right? So there's a little bit of difference there. And Fixed Fate is also a completely different built trick, right? The deck is built differently. But I don't know, when I saw birthday deck, that's the one that made me think of. That said, is it worth your money? It's 25 bucks, $25. And like I said, you're just getting a deck that's 50-50, 50% gaff cards, 50% non-gaff cards, and you get the 4 files, right? So I would say make sure this is a trick you'd want to do, right? Make sure that you want to do this type of trick. So go watch some other reviews. Go watch some other reviews, and lucky you, there are 2 other reviews out there that you can watch from pretty much the best YouTube magic reviewers out there. If there was 2 magic reviewers out there that I would say are pretty much the best on YouTube, they'd be Craig Petty's Magic TV, numero uno, Craig Petty's Magic TV, and Real Magic Review with Steve Faulkner. Those 2 guys cover everything, no stone left unturned, totally honest, totally unbiased, hardcore, hard-hitting. They're both solid, rock-solid magicians, and you know it, right? You know it because you've seen them perform. You can trust those guys. Trust those guys with your life. All right, that's everything I can say about the birthday deck from Liam Montier. Of course, I want to thank Big Blind Media for allowing me to have this so that I can do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, head on down to Big Blind Media. They don't just have magic tricks, they also have downloads, they also have playing cards, and lots of other fun, cool stuff that you definitely want to check out. Say hi to them while you're down there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, and before I go, I just want to let you know that if you're looking for a friendly community made up of professional and amateur magicians just like yourself, be sure to check out the Magicians Forum at themagiciansforum.com. The Magicians Forum is helpful, clean, and you'll be able to ask questions and receive advice from people who know what they're talking about. Come see where masters like Harry Lorraine and Pop Hayden hang out. Oh, and of course, I'm there too. Looking forward to seeing you. Have a great week.